What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danza. Just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza Project. Please do me a favor if you rock with us. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications on. We appreciate you.
Only a select few are granted 15 minutes of fame. Though we all run the same course through this man-made pitfall infested X Games. See, I learned everything underneath these street lights.
I'm a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, they know. The other side knows.
Posted up like Elijah, I'm back in Houston.
There's only gonna be one winner. That's gonna be me. Whether you gonna lay down, or you gonna get down, or you gonna lay down. Either way, I'm gonna you up.
Streets, I adapted to it cause I was attracted to it. Took the I-95 from Dade to Massachusetts.
What would you say to the fans and to the fighters that believe you don't deserve this fight?
No funny. I tell them that you can blank this out. I tell them to suck my
Massachusetts, you know how the trappers do it. Blocks like Patrick Ewing. That coke turn to rock when it's smoke, it go back to fluid deeper when the brains.
You know, I got to do that every time. We're in the ring. This is the first time that I'm in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm super excited about it. Just to be able to have this opportunity and do what I do is dope. But to be able to, you know, on the way over here, because we took a little road trip to come out and see you.
Yeah.
Which I never did before, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
But on the way over here, I was talking about like, in the Maybach, I got the screen set up, so I'll be watching movies while I'm riding. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so we're watching your movie, and your come up. And I was like, it's dope that on our come up, I get to research and watch other people's come ups and see what they got going on. And you know, people are gonna start seeing the journey, and they're also starting to see your journey now, right? Because I had a conversation with Bill Haney. Right, and your name got brought up, and we were talking about Gervonta and his son Devin, and whether or not they'll get in the ring. And he's like, you know, he's always getting in the ring with nobody knows these people, but that's usually what it's like outside of the boxing world, right? Like nobody will know who you are until you get into the ring and you take care of one of those opponents that the world looks at like, you know, this is the guy, this is the superstar. And then you have those conversations where you talk about being the face of boxing. So we got Lamont Roach Jr. here with us. And you know, this is your come up right now. This is your big opportunity. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, most definitely. I definitely feel like I'm supposed to be here. Naysayers aside, doubters aside, haters aside, you know, this is where I'm supposed to be at. I've been working, like you said, this is my come up. I've been working though. I've been working ever since I was 9 years old to be right here. I always knew I'd be one of the best to put some boxing gloves on, and especially amongst my time.
Yeah. And so doing this since 9 years old, this is your life, right? Like you focus a lot here. And you have children, right?
I have one, yeah.
Yeah. And what is that, a boy?
I got a boy, 3-year-old boy.
3-year-old, and you plan on putting him in the ring too?
If he want to. I ain't gonna press it, but if he want to, he gonna be a bad motherfucker like me.
Yeah. It's dope to see though, and I know that you have a history with Gervonta, fighting him twice, and I believe one of those fights that you had were, you know, there was some points taken away.
Yeah.
So do you feel that you got cheated out of a win?
In boxing, that's how the cookie crumble. Cheated, sad to say, that's how boxing works.
Yeah.
Sometimes. We was in Baltimore, won. You know, we from Baltimore. So, and then the ref, it was a BS point that shouldn't have got taken from me. I lost a split decision. And it was to advance to the Nationals. So, you know, we sent the tape to USA Boxing, and it was like, oh, well, that shouldn't have went down. And they sent me too. They sent me an at-large bid to go to the Nationals as well. So we both went to the Nationals and was on different sides of the bracket. You know, we respectively, we won every fight up until meeting each other in the championship, in the national championship. So we was 1 and 2 in the nation.
Now, I know one of my guys, Terry, back home from Buffalo, New York, he had his kids through those programs. He said he watched you coming up. And he said that you had that dog in you.
Oh, for sure.
He said that you came from a camp with a bunch of fighters.
Killers.
You know what I mean? Like good fighters. And you were able to persevere and you kept coming up in those tournaments. You were that name that was always there at the end. Gervonta also being one of those people that came up in the end. Do you feel like, here goes how I look at it, right?
Yeah.
You got Gervonta Davis, and anybody he gets in the ring with, this guy is coming in there. He knows this opponent that he's chosen is because he's the A side, right? So he's got to pick the fighter that he's going to fight pretty much.
For the most part,
because he could give it to whoever. He comes in there thinking he knows your weaknesses. Do you feel like that's what he believes, and that's why he took this fight?
Nah. To keep it a buck, like, to be totally honest, I don't know what happened on the business side of boxing where it goes from his opponent selection or whatever the case may be, but supposedly offers were sent to other fighters. The business just ain't work out. And I'm a champion at a weight class below, and obviously I'm the best 130 pounder in the world. It's evident. I can't wait to prove it. I can't wait to show it. But you know what I'm saying? Why not? And my name came up before. Like, I want to say a year before a year before now. So why not? It's not like he's a super big guy. Everybody keep wanting him to fight like 40 and 47 and shit like that. He get a lot of scrutiny because a lot of people like hate on him for real. Like, just like, he get a lot of scrutiny, but he a little guy. I'm bigger than him. I fight at a lower weight class, but I'm bigger than him. So why not? Then we know each other. We have history. Why not break bread with each other? Why not put on a good fight for the world to see? Even though a whole lot of people saying the fight is like a shit fight and all this and all that.
Yeah.
But like,
it is how it always is.
Yeah.
Right? It's always, even for me, again, I enjoy the sport of boxing. Mm-hmm. I'm not all the way, I can't sit here and lie to the cameras and be like, yo, I know everything about boxing. I know his whole career. You know what I mean? I got to do research.
Yeah.
But even for me, I'll sit there and I'll watch it and I'm like, it is up until the day of, right? Like the day before, the week of, when now you see the weigh in, everything's going on. And I'm like, damn, this dude might beat him. You know, that's when it starts coming to reality. That's when we start seeing all the clips, you know, pre-fight, they're coming up to the ring, they're showing your video, they're showing all your training videos, which is what I've seen, right? On my ride here, I'm watching some videos of some people talking about, you know, what they're saying is so much confidence in the spectator has grown by watching these training videos you put out. They're like, damn, it looks like he's getting better and better. How is your approach to this fight differed from other fights, or are you taking the same approach?
So my vision, like, is tunnel, no matter who on the other side of the ring. I always want to prove that I'm the best. Obviously, it's more intense. You got to think of the upside. He's supposed to be one of the faces of boxing. He is a pay-per-view superstar. He is a knockout artist. He got all this upside. Imagine when I win.
Yeah. There you go. That's that shit talk I need to hear.
Now, you hear me? Now my stock is here, and they're gonna be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me. That's going, and on top of that, it's gonna set me up financially for the fact that my kids probably ain't gonna work because I'm gonna milk it. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna milk it. And I'm gonna prove that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. When this is the beginning of my legendary run. This right here.
Now, we've seen Ryan Garcia get in the ring with him. We've seen Rolly Romero get in the ring with him and Frank Martin. And what I've noticed, it seems like their approach is always go in there and just kill him. And I believe that, you know, because I've spoken to Rolly, their approach is, well, we're dehydrated. We had to go in there, do what we had to do, and try to get him out of there before we ran out of gas, right? You're saying that you're naturally bigger, but you're fighting at 130. He's at 135, right?
He's at 135.
So do you feel like that's, I mean, obviously I don't want you to give the secrets, but are you going to come in there with that mentality? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to knock him out?
I want to go in there. I go in there with the mentality that I'm going to knock anybody out. That's why I say that time and time again. I'm trying to knock any and everybody out. I don't give a fuck who they are. So that's just always there. But I'm always prepared to go 12 rounds. I'm always prepared strategically, physically, mentally, whatever the case may be, to go 12 rounds. So I'm going to be ready for that. But if the knockout presents itself, then of course I'm going to take it.
Now, that's what he's known as, right? Like, he's power puncher.
Yeah.
In damn near every clip and everything you see, it's, Gervonta's power, Gervonta's hands. You know what I mean? Like, when he hits you, nobody knows until it comes. You've already felt the power. Is there a part of you knowing, like all the lights right now are shining on you? Do you have that, like, because we're approaching fight night. Do you have any butterfly feeling or nervous feeling coming in here?
Not like that. It's natural to be nervous, like natural nervous energy. That's how it's supposed to be. If you ain't nervous, I don't know, it might be an alien or some shit. Like it's just natural. But it ain't intimidating. It ain't. I'm here. This where I'm supposed. Like I said, this is where I'm supposed to be at. This is my time. This is my moment. Whatever it can be, and that's every time, not just now, but every time. So I'm used to it. I've been at this since I was 9. I've always been amongst the best. Since I've been a national champion my first time, I've always been amongst the best. Always been a national champion. 11 and 12. We got age groups, 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open, men's division. When as a youngin', like 17, I was being grown men, 17, washing them. I was on the USA team, international, medal international. I've been there. Professional, got signed to Golden Boy, straight out the professionals. No dissing to no local fighters or none of that, no local promoters, none of that. But I got signed to one of the best promotional companies as soon as I turned pro at 18. I was fighting on big cards, Bernard Hopkins, Triple G, David Lemieux, Canelo, all that. I've been groomed to be right here.
And it's 20 years.
20 years.
20 years, and we got 1 draw and 1 loss on the record. It seems that it's becoming more and more common because I feel as though all these boxers are desperately trying to hold that 0.
Yeah.
But now the world with social media and everything involved and people getting more involved in boxing day by day, it seems like they're forcing the fights that are saying, well, you're going to go up against this guy. It's not just fighting just some random boxer anymore. So now you have that 1 loss on your record. Did that bother you? Does it bother you when you think about it, thinking like, damn, I got 1?
It don't bother me now. It bothered me when it happened. But that's it. It bothered me because I never lost before. As a professional, never lost before. And I wasn't used to losing in the amateurs. I was an amateur for how long? I only lost about 15, 16 fights out of 130, 140. You know what I'm saying? So as a professional, taking that first loss, it really hit me because it's like, damn. And obviously I went up against a stacked deck, but it is what it is. I can only blame myself. I started too late in that fight. And that was my turning point in my career, though. And know that they ain't gonna give you nothing.
Now, I'm a Buffalo Bills guy, right? Being from Buffalo, New York. I don't know if you caught that AFC championship game between Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
This is kind of what this moment is, right? It's Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen going head to head. They were at the 4th time, but you guys are here for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Right? Do you feel like you have enough experience in these big fights?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, I'm a dog. Yeah. They know, the other side know. That, like, you can ask them yourself. It ain't no, like, just trying to back his play with making me seem like I'm something that I don't care about what other people think because they not in here. They not in here. And most of them don't know shit about boxing anyway. So
facts.
They only know what they see or what's more popular. So that's what they go off and run off. So the experience is there. The experience is definitely there. I mean, I'm an 11-time national champion as an amateur. International bronze medalist. I fought for my first world title when I was 24 years old, and I lost a close fight. A close fight that I almost knocked him out in the 11th round. Whatever case may be, it's old.
Yeah.
Then I came back and ramped it up and beat the shit out of the one that Tank had a fight with. That you could see the whole style was different. When he was in there with Tank, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was, now don't get me wrong, Tank knocked the shit out of him, but like he like knocked his eyes loose or whatever the case may be. But he was punching them. He was in there, like he was really in the pocket, confident for real, which actually surprised me. But when he fought me, he couldn't do shit, couldn't do nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was the underdog in that fight. By the way, we spanked the sports bet, the sports bet too. Spanked them that night. And trust me, March 1st, we're gonna do the same thing. I've been here before.
Yeah. Now, I could tell by the way you speak about him right now. Now, the world knows, the boxing world knows that you two have a friendship.
Yeah.
Right? I could tell by speaking to you that you have your respect for him. Do you throw that all away the night of the fight?
100%.
Or is it thrown away now?
It's cool, man. He cool. He cool. But at the end of the day, I got one goal. It's only gonna be one winner. That's gonna be me. Whether you gonna lay down, or you gonna get down, or you gonna lay down. Either way, I'm gonna fuck you up. Then we could be cool after. We gonna make some money. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna try to whoop your ass. We're gonna make some money, because that's what it is. It's competition.
Yeah.
If you thinking otherwise, you're in the wrong sport.
In the press conference, he's talking, I believe it's your family over there.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, y'all gonna make me, basically y'all gonna make me dog walking because y'all keep talking. Right?
Not worried about
when
that shit.
when that shit happens, do you look at it and be like, this is just for media? Or do you start sitting there like, all right, now he's crossing the line? I'm
gonna tell you one thing. He is good. He here all the time in front of the cameras. He good with that. That's his MO. So, but I think personally, he was just trying to find something to ramp itself up.
Yeah. Like
the first press conference, you see how dull it was, and you know whether he was going through something or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it took somebody to spark that fire in him. And I even said it myself. I'm like, I'm not trying to fight Tank, uninterested Tank.
Yeah.
That's gonna taint my shit
Yeah.
after I win. Oh, he's ready to retire, all this and all that. Oh, he on his way out the door. Nah, I wanna fight that dog. I wanna fight that dog. The dog that I know that he is. I'm not trying to take nothing. I don't want nothing to be taken away from him, because that's gonna take away from my victory. So yeah, that's cool. Whatever the case may be, whatever you gotta do to pump yourself up, that's whatever. That even at the end of the press conference, the first press conference, I was like, that's the fire right there. That's what I told him. I said, yo, yeah, that's what I like. That's that fire right there. So the second press conference, he was getting a little ant. He was getting a little ant, but it's just like, all right, he talking to some real motherfuckers. Don't forget you in DC, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget you in DC. Yeah. So, but it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's mutual respect. It's mutual respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's boxing. At the end of the day, right there, that's boxing. Trash talk, woo-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. That's boxing.
Talks about canceling the fight, smoking weed before the fight. When you see this going on, are you like, is that just he's playing the game?
That shit don't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I already know, like, you know, some people, like, you know what you're dealing with. Like,
yeah.
I know what I'm dealing with, and it's in the lead up to this fight. Like, the fight was never canceled, whatever like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what he put out there, I don't know what was going on, or whatever the case may be, what happened that day. But shit, I don't fucking know. Like, and then people on me talking about something, oh, why you pull out? Nigga, I didn't say nothing about the fight being canceled. I was in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the gym. So, you know, like, I really just blocked that shit out because at the end of the day, we preparing for the best tank.
Yeah.
I don't care about if he's slacking or not. I don't care. We preparing for the best tank.
Yeah.
And if he is slacking, he fucked up.
Now you are blocked off, right? Like you're taking yourself away from distractions for the most part. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
The phones is the one that'll keep you tapped in. But we're out here in Plant City.
Yeah.
Do you have history with out here, or is it because of Pro Box? Why are you out here?
It's definitely because of Pro Box. So Gary's my man. Gary's the founder, owner of Pro Box, and you know, he opened his gym to us. And this is, like you said, secluded. It ain't nothing to do out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing to do out here but work. So, and now it's actually good weather out here too. So yeah, that's cool.
Definitely good weather. Again, I'm from Buffalo.
Yeah,
DC,
yeah, it's cold.
Baltimore is cold as hell.
Cold.
You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of it. I don't ever want to go back to it. Do you feel like, what would you say to the fans and to the fighters that believe you don't deserve this fight?
But that believe I don't deserve the fight? No funny. I tell them that you can blank this out. Huh? Give the editor. I tell them to suck my dick. Yeah. No funny. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
you can talk your shit out of Danza Project. Again,
like,
I
don't care, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the people say I don't deserve this fight, I don't care. I don't care nothing about them. I don't even pay attention to them. That just got 3 words for them. That's it.
Gervonta Davis, obviously being Gervonta Davis, huge money draw. After that, what is it? You come out, you go into this ring, you're victorious. I remember when McGregor fought Mayweather. My boy was like, we ain't never gonna see McGregor again. I'm like, bullshit. Like, what do you mean we ain't never gonna see him again? And I thought it was like the most outrageous statement. But after that fight, we really seen him like 3 or 4 times, right? Because it's a big bag. What drives you after that?
Still being the best. That's what I got in this for. Like, and now I'm at another point too. Like, that was actually an achievement. It's prize fighting now. So that's what I'm saying. I got to take advantage of it. I win the prize. Everybody gonna be like, damn, he beat this, he beat this, he beat it. You know how big of an underdog I am in the sports book? All the people that's counting me out, oh, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. He ain't got none, he ain't better than the last 2. Once I win, I'm on top of the world, bro. I probably I hope Ring Magazine looking at this too. I probably enter the top 10 pound for pound after I win this fight too. And then, like you say, what happens after? Hopefully a rematch. Hopefully, it's in our contract.
Yeah.
So hopefully we
dope.
fight again.
It would be something that the world would want to see, right? Because again, there are going to be people that'll make this, no matter what it is. No matter what happens in the world right now, there's always some sort of conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we see what goes on with in DC, the plane crash, right? And then it's almost like things can't be normal anymore. No matter what it is, there's at least 50% that says, oh, well, this is why it happened, or this is why it happened. So knowing that moment is coming up, and you walk, do you have a plan set forth for this victory?
For sure.
No, I mean like post victory, right? You're done with the fight. What's up with it?
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll attack the rematch.
Yeah.
I mean, most likely he gonna want to get his leg back.
Yeah.
But if not, I want to campaign at both weights because I'm still gonna be champion at 30. So I'm gonna try. Whatever is more feasible, whatever is more lucrative, whatever is high profile, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna try.
I guess what I'm really asking is who's there?
Who's there?
Who's the one that you're looking
at? So the champs obviously on notice Right now, the champs are Shakur, Dennis Baranchik, but he's fighting Keyshawn Davis. I think Keyshawn Davis beats him. So potentially Keyshawn Davis. Who else is the 35 champ? Who is the IBF champion at 35? I don't know.
Again, I know a lot less than you, so don't be trying to.
But the champs at 30, Emmanuel Navarrete, Oshaki Foster, who been talking shit. You know, we gonna keep it boxing because that's what we agreed on. You know, we chopped it up one time, so it's just boxing, but he's still talking shit. He got to run it. He got to run it for sure. And Anthony Kakachi just gave up his belt, so I think the IBF belt. So I think Ricardo Nunez, whatever his name is, I think Sugar Nunez is gonna fight somebody for the belt. So those people with the belts, I'm trying to see them 100% for a fact. I'm gonna make it my job to make sure that we unify straight out the gate. No defense.
It's dope to be a part of this, right? Like to be able to see what's going to go on because those are the fights. Shakur Stevenson is a name that's always going to pop up that people are going to want to see. I believe that'll be a super dope fight based on your styles.
Yeah, he the homie too. He cool. I fuck with Shakur. He can fight.
When you go in these fights, bringing that up, right? When you go into these fights, are you better served like with an enemy on the other side? Like, do you feel like you get more involved?
It don't matter to me. And one thing, so like about Shakur, one thing about him, he super competitive. Like no matter, you could do a name, like he'll get in a fucking spelling bee or some shit. Like that's how competitive he is. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't lose. He like the fire never goes away when it comes to competition for me.
Yeah.
It ain't too many people that I won't fight. That's a thing too. It ain't too many people that I won't fight. It's like my little brother or anybody that's like literally in my camp that came up with me.
Yeah.
Like my blood brother. Or anybody that came up under me like that I personally know like on a super personal level. And probably Scooter, Cool Boy Steph. That's like really my man. We have like a real personal relationship, like we know each other, we hang out together, all that shit. Like we hung together and all that, like outside of boxing, we talk and all that shit. Like he out of all the boxing niggas, he like really a cool nigga.
You've had a lot of dope moments in your career. One of the illest moments is you're fighting Garcia and you call out your moment. It's like, you know, it's my time now, I got you. It's my title. Was that like your Babe Ruth moment?
I think so, yeah, definitely. That's like my, now because we don't know if they really went to the moon, but that was me planting my flag.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely me planting my flag right there. My brother told me my little brother was on the outside, he told me to stay tight and the hook gonna be there. So I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
As soon as that opportunity presented itself, boom, see you. Taste the canvas.
Now, there's some money on the line. There was a bet proposed. Tank saying he was going to win this, $100,000 on the line. Is that still there?
Is that still there? That's still there.
What do you feel about? Does that add to it? Like, does that add a little bit more sauce to it, or is like? I guess what I'm asking, you know, I never got in the ring. You know, when these fights occur, like there could be all these extra things that could add to it, or are you already there? You already maxed out.
Soon as I sign the contract, I'm already at max. Trust me, I'm at like it's just different. Like I'm really on it. Like I'm on it. Like 100%. I'm on it.
DC boy, right? Born and raised. What separates you from everybody else?
What separates me from everybody else? I want to say my mindset, my mental, my determination. Everything, like, I'm going to make it work. regardless. Whatever I gotta do, it's gonna happen. I get that from my mother, I get that from my father. No matter the situation, the outcome gonna be producing. It's gonna be positive, no matter what. The situation could be negative, the situation could be detrimental, whatever the case may be. My mother and father, they're gonna make it happen. I got that as a kid. I was always geared to achieving my goals, setting my goals and achieving them and shit like that. So like this is up there on my list.
What I love hearing about you, just because for me it's all about the human, like being in this space where I'm interviewing people.
Yeah.
The shit that pisses me off the most is when somebody walks into a seat and they play this character. I'd rather talk to the real person behind it, right? And I listened to your interviews and the way you speak, and one of the dopest things I heard you say about your career was the first loss you took. When you mentioned was the death of your cousin, who was your manager at the time.
He was my head trainer, he was my head trainer.
Now, at that, how has that changed you?
Man, going from seeing somebody damn near every day, 13 years of your life straight, it's like you adopt an extra father figure. You're talking about a man with morals, a God-fearing man, a provider for not only for his own, but for those who need it, a lifesaver, and for God to call him home early, you'd be like, damn, why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So that was like a turning point for me because we started this. My father wasn't never my trainer when I started boxing. My father was the person who took me to the gym. He put it into my cousin's hands and was like, here you go. We started that journey. 9 years old.
Yeah.
We started that journey. So for me to take everything that he taught me, all the memories, all the experience, everything that I can grasp from him and his being in total, just for me not to finish what we started, for me not to exceed with the heights that he set out for me, I think that'd be a disservice to him. That's a man that I love truly and dearly.
That's dope, deep. Your father came in and took over at a time of need. Was he prepared throughout the entire time to do that, or did he just kind of...
My cousin was grooming him. If anybody know, like the people who know him, I'm telling you, they got 1,001 stories, or they'll tell you how much of a good guy he is.
Yeah.
How much of a genuine person he is. How much of a teacher he is. So he been grooming my dad. Because there's times where he was a firefighter. So there's times where he couldn't go to tournaments. He like, all right, see y'all, send my father.
Yeah.
My father come back with about, 4 or 5 national champions and be like, see, like, you know what I'm saying? You got it. So my father always took all the knowledge that my cousin was able to give him and applied it the right way. And on top of that, it was easier for him to be more of a dad because he wasn't my head coach from the jump.
Yeah.
He wasn't. At first he was a cameraman. Then my cousin brought him in and was like, man, I need your help. Like, it wasn't really an ask. It was like, I need your help. So he became a coach. And learning on the job. to the point where it's like now you got 2 head coaches, for real. Like, you know who's the leader and you know who's the student. When my cousin passed away, because my father was my manager from when I turned pro, and my cousin was my head trainer. So when my cousin passed away, it was just like, damn, you know how many hats my father got on now? My dad has to be a dad, not only to me, but to my little brother and my little sister. He got his own job, a boxing coach for the head boxing coach for 7 or 8 pros and 50 kids. So to step in and take over the way he did, man, I tilt my hat to him all the time. I tell him that all the time, like, you the reason why I am who I am today. That's so many hats. He wears so many hats, bro. So many hats. And he don't get, it's no slack in none of them. He really the top dog at, I'm telling y'all, he gonna be coach of the year one day, watch. I'm telling you.
This might be the year. This is that moment.
This might be the year.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, right, to see fathers involved in their children's lives. You're obviously taking time away by getting into these camps right now from your son.
Mm-hmm.
Does that, we've seen Tyson Fury's story of how he's like, I'm disconnecting from my family for X amount of time, which unfortunately didn't work out for him. Do you do the same thing? Do you disconnect for a bit, or is it just always daddy's on the phone with him?
Hell no. I'm trying to talk to him as much as I can.
Yeah.
Before he go to sleep, before he go to school, all that. What you eating, son? Like, he like, Daddy, where you at? I'm like, I'm at work. And then the other day, actually asked me, can he come? I was like, oh, you probably can. So, if your mom lets you. If you can, you should. I would like you to. I miss him. I miss my son crazy. And, he's the most important thing in the world to me. And me doing my job here is securing his future, securing his happiness, securing everything that we have to do to make sure that I can lessen the road for him.
Absolutely. My son is going to be 3. He's in April.
Yeah.
Right. So your son is 3. He's going on 4.
3 going on 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Like now I got a 1-year-old daughter. She just turned 1. So I'm learning quick the difference, right? I thought it would really actually be the same thing. Everybody's like, oh, well, it's different. I thought it was legit going to be the same thing. My son's a G, right?
Yeah.
My daughter, I can't say, there's a video I had put out. I can't say the word no. She doesn't understand anything yet. But when I say the word, she'll just start crying no matter what it's for.
I can imagine.
But, something that everybody has said to me, oh, well, it's going to be different when you have a daughter. It's going to be different. For me, living the life I've lived and, coming from a street background, and I can't ever love one child more than the other.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I see my son lights me up, and this is the journey. Yeah. This is me making the ride out here to come have that conversation with you, because at the same time, it's that grind. I know you say you don't want to force him into anything, but would that make you incredibly proud if he decided, like, I want to be like you, Daddy?
Oh,
or do you want to be like, I don't want you in here. I want you doing this because I already paved that way for you?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, if it's his choice, then hell yeah, by all means, let's get it. I probably won't train him, but but hell yeah, that make me proud. Anything he does and wants to succeed in, or whatever the case may be, especially if he wants to, that would make me, the initiation would make me proud from the jump. Like, if you want to do it, that's cool. I'm gonna let you know you're gonna have to put your best foot forward. I can't accept anything else. So, and for him, like, I will get him to understand that, and I'm pretty sure when he understands that, that'll make his decision making a little better. But that would make me proud as hell. Hell yeah.
Dope.
Carry my name and follow in my footsteps.
Is he the third?
No. That's the last name. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to carry that on, man, That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy. It would be crazy. So before we wrap up, I want to give you an opportunity to let the world know what to expect from you coming fight night. And, because they're all listening to you now.
What you can expect from me, shit, that I'm going to go in there and try to whoop his ass. Simple. Strategically, obviously, you're not going to go out there like a wild man. But I'm telling you, I'm on this bumper for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And as a fight overall, though, because that little motherfucker can fight.
Yeah.
I'm expecting, for it to be a good show. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a good show. I think it might be up for Fight of the Year candidate if he been on his job.
Yeah.
Cause trust me, I'm out here working, so I think it'll be candidate for Fight of the Year.
And shout out to the team too. You got a dope team.
For sure.
I've been watching you. It seems like you're on your run right now of, what I feel like when I'm watching everything. I'm like, he knows.
Yeah,
he's starting to put out the clips. Watch me through my journey, and even us being up here and having this conversation. It seems like, this is your time.
For sure.
You feel it coming.
No question.
So if you want to shout out to the people on your team that you have with you.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Shout out my team, man. My dad, head trainer, manager, dad, Coach Ben, Coach Clean, Coach D, my strength and conditioning coach. We got Big Tim out there. Big Tim is a man of many trades too. He damn near security. He get everything organized, all that shit. He do everything. I want to shout out Gary too. Gary's a real big important part here. He's because I have a lot of resources here based off the strength of him. This gym, you know what I'm saying? We get our own time when we need it. Whether it's privacy, we get accesses to certain facilities and stuff like that. So, man, he's definitely taking care of us. And shout out Robert Diaz. Robert Diaz really shaped him and my dad really shaped my career. Really piece by piece. They really did that. Shout out to my family. They hold me down. They keep me sane. You know what I'm saying? This boxing shit is really it's really crazy. For real. And at the end of the day, it's only you in it. It's only you putting in that work. It's only you taking the sacrifices that come with this sport, whether you can get hurt or not, shit like that. So my family and my loved ones been with me since day one. I always thank them for that. And who else? And for real, no funny shit. I like to thank Tank too. I'm gonna fuck you up, but thank you.
There we are. Look, I'm excited to see what happens come March 1st. I'm sure you got more work to do. I know you want to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So, I came straight from the gym. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get to that. But after that, then we get that sparring match in.
Oh, no question. I don't know if you want. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to step in with me right now.
Yeah. But do you feel like you're a lot of people say cliche? I'm in the best shape of my life. Do you feel like because of everything that's in front of you right now, are you in the best shape of your life?
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm in dog shape.
Yeah.
I'm in dog shape. My first week of camp, I sparred 12 rounds. So we working.
Go in there and get the job done.
No question. Thank you,
You
bro.
know what I mean? Shout out to everybody tuning in. This is the Danza Project, Season 5, Lamont Roach. Peace. I don't want to be looking like trash. This is what we want. We want him to not look serious, and we want him to look like I'm.
Yeah, hold on. God damn. This shit always be funny. I'm telling you.
So this dude really making me face off.
Yo,
See?
Hold on, we gotta get this shit quick.
Hold on. I got him.
Somebody flex.
Somebody flex.
Huh?
Yeah, flex.
Now they say down the middle.
Down the middle, down the middle.
They be like, all right, turn face the camera. But I give him the.
Let's get it. You got the video? You got the video?
I've been doing video.
You got.
Yeah. No, you good, bro. You good.
Y'all got face forward, man. Can I get the face forward?
Yo.